Morning. That's the trailer connected. We have 4 pallets which are going literally just around the corner. I'm just going to blow my mirrors off 1 second. Okay, so we're in Lichfield. It is Thursday, 13th of June. We are literally just going around the corner to Tesco's to deliver these pallets. Just need to make sure I've got all my booking in details, and hopefully the security guard has seen me moving about this morning. Just to add something. Hopefully the security guard has seen me moving about and will let us out in just a second. I saw the trailer being loaded last night and I saw them cross the straps over at the back, so it was literally just a case of doing a quick walk around check, making sure everything was okay with the trailer, and then closing the sides down, hitching up, and we're good to go. And the time is now 20 past 4. Making sure I've got all the information. That I need. Otherwise we'll get to the door and it'll be a mass panic trying to find stuff. Yes, we're all good. Okay. Lights on in the security cut. Morning fella. How are you? Alright? Yeah. One of our other drivers has stayed for the night. The other barrier's up. Thank you. See you later. There we go. He's had a late night. He was in when we came in yesterday afternoon, whenever it was. Time's crept on. Yeah, it feels a bit strange this morning because we were running around with a full load yesterday. We had a full load on, and now we've only got 4 pallets of nothing. We had a full load of everything yesterday, and now we've got 4 pallets of nothing. 4 pallets of nothing definitely weigh a lot less than a full load of everything. So that was Annixter in Lichfield. Annixter, providers of electrical cable. I mean, big rolls of electrical cable, massive. I think they do the smaller stuff as well, but the majority of work that I've seen coming out of there has been the big old rolls of industrial cable. Turn the heat down a bit. It's only 11 degrees out there. I've got right stiff neck this morning. But we're literally just around the corner now. We're kind of here, just off this roundabout. So that's a good job, first one to have, isn't it? Excuse me in the mornings. I suffer with my sinuses through the night. Always have done. Try not to make it too grotty, but right. So this Tesco's is an automated system. When you drive in, there's an electronic screen that you have to punch all your details into. So with a bit of luck, it'll recognise the code. I wanted it in at 4, but I couldn't start until 4 because of legal reasons. So we'll get this popped in, and hopefully we'll be able to get in. Just give me a second. Alright, so we had a bit of a kerfuffle at the gate just because it's a bit late. Seatbelt. Shush. Alright, so we're going round to Bay 30. Just a typical, you're late. Yes, I know, but I couldn't leave any earlier. Why are you late? Because I couldn't leave any earlier. I couldn't start till 4 o'clock, but it was booked in at 4 o'clock. I don't know, but I couldn't start before 4 o'clock, and I was literally 2 seconds away. But you're late. I know I'm late. I can't be any earlier. Sorry. Let me in, please. Alright, we're in. This is our bay, just up here on the right, number 30. So I'm just going to whip out and open my back doors. Just make sure I've left myself enough room to open my back doors first of all. Morning again. We are now on 5:30. We've delivered our little lot to Tesco's in Lichfield. We're just leaving Tesco's now. Here we go for another fun-filled day. We're now going to head to Rushden to RPC. We're going to pick a trailer up there. We'll swap trailers. This is going to Denby for 12 o'clock. We're going to need to go and get some fuel. Before we do anything else. So we're alright to get to Rushden. There is a fuel depot or a garage just before we get to Rushden, so we shall make use of that. I need fuel and AdBlue actually. I meant to get AdBlue yesterday, but we never managed. This is a busy road this morning. I've got a bad back and a sore neck this morning. I think I must have slept funny last night. To be fair, even though we had a secure compound and it was quiet, the rain was just horrendous all night last night, and they were working till quite late, so I didn't actually get an awful lot of sleep. And luckily we've run out of 15-hour shifts, so we've only got 13s left. We're going to be at Rushden at RPC for about 7:30, including a stop for fuel. So by the time we got to Denby and dropped, had a break, might make it back to RPC, or they might even bring me back to Warwick. That's their usual favourite thing, back to Warwick on a Thursday. Oh, I'm feeling every single bump in the back of my neck. Killer. Anyway, we've had a couple of tablets. Hopefully they'll kick in fairly soon. But for now, we will just keep on going. Try and forget about it. We'll see in a little bit. It's kind of stopped raining almost. Better than it was. I don't think there's much rain left to fall, to be honest. Looks like there's been a bit of an accident on here through the night. So somebody's walloped the barriers around the roundabout. Right, we'll love you and leave you. Could do with going to bed. Oh, we'll be right. We'll be right. Hey, well, we're back with you again. We are just coming into Rushden for RPC. We just got to come up to this roundabout, spin round and go back. We've managed to call in, grab some AdBlue and some fuel. It was a bit of a damp affair. Yeah, absolutely chucking it down again. What a week. So the score is at the minute is we're going in to pick up this trailer at RPC, and then we'll probably take a 15-minute break and then head to Denby. I'd imagine it'll be a full load of just empty containers. This is always a busy old roundabout. If you remember a video I did a week or two ago when I was on the road between Rushden and the A14, that's just a continuation of this road. Up to the left we were going, so this is the traffic at 7:30 in the morning compared to absolutely no traffic at all when we left in the early hours. There's everybody for themselves on this roundabout normally. Roads are still a bit greasy, they're still a bit wet, obviously with the downpours that we've had all week. The RPC in just a mile. Usual morning, frog in my throat. Down, see if we can get this trailer onto a bay, or whether we have to reverse it into one of the parking spaces. We'll soon see. Always seems to make reversing
a bit more trickier when you've got weather like this. I don't know whether it's because you just don't want to stick your head out the window and have a look, or what. I think it's just a bit off-putting. It just, I don't know what it is. Go into RPC. I always take it nice and easy when I come in here. There is a 15-mile-an-hour limit, and there's a pedestrian crossing. Quite often this time of morning you see people out with their dogs. Now there is a mandatory stop sign here. Although it's private land, it's still a mandatory stop. So I always do just give it a quick pause, have a look, make sure nobody's coming up on the path. And I have seen it a few times where you've had dog walkers wanting to cross, and when the weather's a bit like this, it's nicer just to let them go. So, right, we'll have a little look and see what he wants us to do. Alright, so he's asked us to go on to number 5. We'll just wait for this truck to come out. Been round, let the air out the suspension, take the number plate off. So again, we follow the bay in, and we just keep an eye on the line behind us. And when we pull round to the right, while we're in, I forgot to record there. One of my colleagues came up and started talking to me, so I switched the video off. Anyway, it was a bit of a fiddle to get that one in with this truck parked opposite and the cab on there, but we managed. We're on. So we'll go and sort the paperwork out, disconnect the rest of the trailer, and try and dry out a little bit. Right, catch up in a bit. Well, fast forward a couple of hours, you never guess where we are. We did the drop at Denby and were asked to come over to Manchester, pick up a load for Kellogg's. What time are we on? 2:10. We're only about a mile away from Kellogg's. But I've got to be finished by 5 today, and we're about 5 or 10 minutes from Kellogg's. By the time we get there, swap trailers. I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing, to be honest. I'm not really going to be able to make it back to Warwick in my time if they want something running. So it might just be a bit of a runner and take it out for an hour or so tomorrow. And we'll see when we get into Kellogg's. But here's this bit of road again that we keep talking about, junction 9 of the M60. Lostock Circle, something like that. Definitely feeling tired today. This is the one that I either come down in the middle lane or the left hand lane, doesn't matter which one you take. So when we get round the roundabout and onto the next bit of road, we need to take the second turning on the left. If we take it from this lane, then we can be in the right lane once we get round there, and if we go from the inside lane, then we have to move over a lane. So it all kind of depends what you want to do, really. Of course, if I'd have been in the other lane, we would have been through the traffic lights. But hey, we're paid by the hour. There's no rush. The weather hasn't got any better. Unlike my back and my neck and my neck seem to have sorted themselves out. I've only had a couple of tablets this morning. And it certainly made a difference. Mr. Arctic. Just about squeeze through there. What you do have to be careful is everybody tries pushing you when you come round this roundabout. Everybody tries to shove you out the way. So what we'll do, we'll take the third lane. What they don't expect is you to go down to the left. So if you end up in the wrong lane, if you go in the left lane, you might well end up going down and into the traffic centre. What we're doing is we're taking this next turn in. Coming down here. Okay. Which puts us in the right lane for coming down here. Otherwise you end up doing what this other driver's just done. He was in the wrong lane altogether. This is always good when you get down to pole position at these traffic lights and we turn right here. I know that when these lights have gone clear, 99 times out of 100 the traffic lights will be clear when we get there, around the corner, round to the right. Now that's quite important because it means we can position a trailer all the way over to the left. or the majority of the way over to the left, which stops people coming up the inside of your trailer. It's only people that jump the lights when they're changing to red that end up getting caught. So if there's anybody sat at the traffic lights when we come round this corner, it's because they've jumped these lights. It's the only reason, unless they've broken down, of course. There we go. See, so we come all the way round and we're able to sit into here. Now, if you could go all the way forward and through the bus lane, the cycle lane, then your back end would be up against the curb. But you can't, so you just have to go with it. There's an Arctic that's followed me round and his back end's right the way across the road. And that beep beep that you maybe just heard was because I pulled away a bit too quickly. Because my trailer's empty, I just lost a little bit of traction on my drive wheels. And when they start spinning, you get the beep beep. It's also because I need the loo. I just want to get there. So here we go, just coming up on the right. Not too sure what this car's doing sat here. It's completely in the way. Come round here, don't forget the little bump here and this one. There's two speed bumps really close together. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull over onto here for a minute or two and see if work have sent me a reference number and what I'm going to be doing. Alright, so we have got our trailer and we've got our running sheet for the morning. We're off to London and then Sittingbourne. It's going to be an interesting full day. So it is 225 miles from here to the first one in London. We're going to be there for 9 o'clock in the morning. So with no option really but just to keep going. I've got to be finished by 5 o'clock tonight. It's 3 o'clock now. I'm just going to hand my paperwork in 1 second. Cheers pal, thank you. Pick a gear. Alright, so we can't do anything at the moment until all these trucks are moved up and out of the way. We've got to get a couple of hours down the road, or at least an hour and a half if we can, just to give ourselves a good head start for the morning. So we'll stop off at our services pull in here in just a second. We will pull into a services for the night tonight, and get our heads down. We've got to have 11 hours off. We've got to have 11 hours off. So and the load is due in at 9 o'clock. I shall just be back in a second. 1 minute. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure I'd put my number plate on. I knew I had. It's just tiredness and the mind playing tricks. If it's not down the side of my seat, it's on the truck. And if it's not on the trailer, it's on the last one that we dropped off. But I know I've put it on here, so we're alright. We're all good to go. So heading for London. We're in Manchester at the minute, and the place where we're dropping is Tilbury, which is near Thurrock, or the bridge over the River Thames. We've got the first drop there. God, you can tell I'm tired, can't you? I can't think. Dartford, the Dartford crossing. It's just near the Dartford crossing. So that's the first drop in the morning, and then the next one was in Sittingbourne, which is quite a long way away from there. It's miles out. And then I'm not sure after that. They'll probably get us to do a collection on the way back up, if there's time. I do have to be back tomorrow night, which they know about, if possible. It all depends how well we get on tonight, really. We'll be doing the M6, M1 and the M25, but we've only got about an hour and a half now, so we'll stop at one of the services, maybe Stafford or something, somewhere around about there. Get our head down for the night. I'm ready for it, and then we can start Friday afresh. And we've got to be in Tilbury for 9 o'clock, and it's about 6 hours from here, including a break. So the further I can get down, the better. Probably when I get down to Tilbury tomorrow, I'm probably going to need a break when I get there before going to Sittingbourne. Well, I will need a break before I get there. Or between Tilbury and Sittingbourne. Does any of this actually make sense? Am I just rambling on for the sake of it? Let's get out of Manchester. Let's get back on the motorway. And with a bit of luck, we'll have a fairly easy run down to the services. I quite fancy a burger. I think I'll have a burger tonight. Right, leave you with it.